It would help if I was recording. My editor and my chief content advisor has maybe come into the studio today, and we're going to talk a little bit about the website, and I am going to try to make content that is worth it. We're going to try to make a video today that has a little more pizzazz to it. She was telling me that I don't really show my personality, and I was explaining to her it's a little difficult to show personality when you're talking about the Federalist Papers or you're talking about the Constitution. These are not super exciting things to people, and they don't really have a lot of punchline to them other than the fact that we're alive and we're here and we're free, which is all good and great. Today is Memorial Day. It's a solemn day of recognition for those who have fallen. And what we're going to do is we're going to get into the Woke Patriots website a little bit. We're going to talk about the features. We're going to talk about the latest rollout. We're going to talk about things that you can look at, where to go when you hit the website, what all the tabs do, what you get with being a membership, what you get without your membership, and kind of the look and feel of the site and how to navigate. So stay tuned. We're going to get into it right now. You ready to get woke? We're on Woke Patriots. Well, we get a lot of DM on what is Woke Patriots. People want to know what is Woke Patriots. It's still very, very new. We've been on the scene about 1 month with this platform. Woke Patriots is a organization of conservatives and people that want to seek the truth, people that want liberty and freedom. We accept people from all walks of life, of course, but if you're going to visit Woke Patriots, then you should be prepared to get some pretty hard truth, because that's one of the things that we want to do is we want to get the truth out there. I've got a list of series that our producer wants me to go through that expose basically the untruths, the fake news, and the lies that's out there. Unfortunately, most of that is on the left, and so we're just going to attack it head on. Feel free to rebuke it, feel free to fact check it, do whatever you want. That's what we're going to do. The other part of Woke Patriots is our website, wokepatriots.com, where people can go and do things that they do on other sites as well, like read news, see what the latest tweets are from the president. We've got some news feeds coming in on the front page, but we've also added a personal touch to Woke Patriots, allowing our members to start groups and have a following of members of their own. We have member-to-member messenger service, like a chat. These aren't chat rooms. This is just like a messenger service. We also have several places where you can go and look at people's profile. You can make your own profile. You can kind of give it a personal touch. So it has a online community feel to it. I don't really want to call it social media, but it has several of the similar features as a social media. So I want to kind of go into the website a little bit, show you a little bit about what's going on. And so our URL, our website address is wokepatriots.com. When you first land on wokepatriots.com, this is what you're going to see. This is our front page. Now, our guys have put in a lot of changes. The latest rollout about 3 days ago has some other features that are new, so this is probably a good time to do this video kind of between rollouts. But this is the version that we're going with. This is kind of how we want to organize things. There is a mobile site as well. It's not quite as dynamic. All of the features are there on mobile, but the computer, the PC version, PC and Mac version, whatever you want to call it, the browser version is the version that we're going to be talking about today. So this is the home tab. You don't need to be a member on this site. And just disclaimer here: membership on wokepatriots.com is free. There are no paid memberships. We do have a donation link that if members feel that they're enjoying the content, they want to further our cause, you guys can give donations. That's fine. However, membership is not free. I mean, is a no cost membership, and not only that, but you don't even have to sign up and be a member on the site to get the benefits of the site. So the membership aspect of wokepatriots.com, when you sign up, all that really gives you that's any different than what you see right here is you get to create a profile that other members can see. You're able to have chat with other members. You can post and comment in groups, and you also get to have a group of your own that you create, that you control the members, and so on and so forth. So membership has some benefits. However, it's not necessary in order to be on the site. So when you first land on the site, you're going to see basically this front page right here, and at the top you've got your tabs. You've got home, which is what we're on right now, and I'm just going to go through these sections real quick. So this top section here on the top left portion of the main page this is our editor's blog. I make 99% of the posts that are here. This is going to be linked to some of our YouTube videos. It's going to have news articles that, if they catch my attention or the attention of our editors, this is something that this is kind of a platform that we can use to say, this is what we're focusing on right now. This is kind of what we, today or this week or this hour. It's really very fluid. So this will change pretty frequently. You can just refresh it, and if there's new content, it'll pop up. If you leave the page and come back, it'll also change. We have a feature where we can make that live, or we can make it update every so often, and we have used that on days that we're really cranking out news right there. Right under that section, you're going to see two tweet feeds, two Twitter feeds. The one on the left is President Trump's Twitter feed. And it isn't just because we support President Trump. It isn't because we're conservative. It isn't because we're right-wing or anything else. This is because it's the President of the United States, and we feel that what he has to say is very important. And the president uses Twitter to communicate a lot of ideas, a lot of things that are going on. The president is directly involved in, and he responds through Twitter. That's been done before, but not at the level that Trump does it. Trump really takes this to the nth degree, and a lot of communication, a lot of retweets. You can really take the pulse of what's going on with the president hour by hour by following this feed. And so if you don't follow Real Donald Trump on Twitter, I recommend that you do. If you're not on Twitter, you're not a Twitter person, you don't want to get on Twitter, then you can simply come to our site and you'll see the feed. As soon as a tweet is made by the president, it will show up in real time on the site. No refreshing is needed. It just pops right in. The feed just to the right of that is our Twitter feed, and this is where I will be making tweets, and our editors sometimes tweet in. This is going to be mainly me. Our ideas, kind of are the things that we need, the message we're trying to get out, the people we're trying to attract. A lot of it is to bring people into the site so that they can experience wokepatriots.com. So this is just our Twitter feed, and I think that to follow us, if you are on Twitter, we would love it if you would follow us. We are very, very active on Twitter. We put a lot of stuff out every single day, so follow us, or just come to the site and you'll be able to see what our latest tweets. And you can scroll on both of these feeds, On the president's feed, you can scroll through, and on ours, you can also scroll through. Okay. When you're logged in, when you have a membership and you've created a membership, which is super simple, you just sign up, and it sends you an email, and you reply to that email, and you verify that it's your email, and you are a member. Okay, that's it. It's as simple as it is. This menu over here on the right is going to have your membership functions. So your profile, you can go to your profile page, your account, the things about your account, your name and your email address and your contact information if you choose to put it in there. None of it's actually required. And your notifications and your settings for your site, your preferences, notifications, etc. So all of this is this little menu that we incorporate over here on the right. That's kind of your membership menu. So that right there in a nutshell is the front page. Other than, I almost forgot, this is our RSS news feed. We've got about 5 good solid sources coming in. We've got a couple of feeds coming in from Fox. Most of the stuff that's going to be on this feed is political in nature. However, I do have a couple of world news and world health news coming in because of the pandemic. So you're going to see some of that here. This also is scrollable. Okay, you can scroll down and you'll see kind of the latest stuff. You're also able to scroll down on this page if you want. You can scroll the entire page. So we've got a lot of scrolling features here that you may want to scroll down on this, but you've already read those tweets. But anyway, so the scrolling features are abound. Okay. So that pretty much sums up the front page, everything that you're going to be able to do on the front page. On these posts, you can go directly and you can like a post. You can like this blog post if you want. So coming back up here to the top to the menu item, we're going to just go to the next item. And mind you, right now I'm logged in, so I am on the member view. You won't get a my feed. This will basically bring you to a sign up page if you're not a member. Okay. So on the my feed page, this is kind of a culmination of all of the things that I'm following on the site. So if somebody that if a member that I'm following on the site makes a post somewhere, a comment on a post of mine or of somebody else, if I'm following that person, I'm going to get a notification here on this screen, and it's going to tell me, what did they post, where did they post. It's going to give me kind of a brief synopsis of that. Everything that I'm following is going to be in my feed. I've got a miniature version of my profile over here on the right, and it's going to tell me how many followers I have and how many people I'm following based on what all I've followed. I personally haven't followed a lot yet, as you can tell. I am going to be doing that now that we've really rolled out kind of the final version of the site. I am going to be going in and getting a little more active. I haven't been super active on the site as far as posts and everything else because I'm spending a lot of time doing research for some of the content that we're going to be putting up. So if you really want to know where my mind is at, you can find out on the homepage in that top section that I showed you about earlier. So this page is scrollable, of course, and you can go down. Everything with a yellow dot is things that I have not addressed, things that in my feed that I have not looked at yet. So it'll assist a little bit in saying, okay, I've already gone to these posts and kind of looked at them, and I haven't gone to these other posts. So I'm going to come over here to Patriot Feed for a second and show you Patriot Feed. Let me get over here. Patriot Feed is going to be the all of the blog posts from editors, all of the news clips and videos and Twitter, things that we've screenshot, interesting news that we are putting out by either linking to the article that caught our interest or creating the article that was something we want to talk about, linking maybe to a YouTube video. That's what Patriot Feed means, and you could basically call Patriot Feed news if you wanted to. So dating back through the days and the weeks, like I said, this site is 1 month old, so this is going to be somewhat limited. I mean, there's quite a bit of information here, but that's because we are posting information in real time as it comes across. We're trying to stick with what's relevant, what people want to know about. Our next series, in fact, is going to be on hydroxychloroquine, and it's going to be really interesting to see the differences, the polarization of hydroxychloroquine, and how the left is falling into one mindset and the right is falling into a completely different mindset. And I find it interesting that it does fall along party lines, and we're going to kind of expose what's being said in a way that can be absorbed in one sitting, instead of reading a different article and doing this. And we're gonna do the research for you. We're gonna get the information out there, and it's gonna be a really good series. People is simply, and I'm not going to click on it. When you're a member, you can click on the People tab. Okay, that's going to bring you to a tab of all of the members that have chosen not to have a private profile. You can create a profile on here. You can call yourself friend of Q. You can call yourself friend of Woke Patriots. You can call yourself John Smith. I mean. And you're allowed that level of anonymity if you so choose it, and that's fine with me. I really don't care. However, you also have the option to completely privatize your profile and not be seen in the member list, which is a feature that we have. I think probably about 5 or 10% of our members have that, so I'm not really going to go to that right now. I'm not really sure what's going to pop up. I think I have it by activity, so our most active members are going to show up along the top there, and so I'm going to skip over that for a minute, and that's all it is. Actually, you can go once you have a membership, you can go to the People page and you can follow people directly from their profile, even from the profile list. You can follow them. You don't even have to go into their profile if you want. So if you wanted to go into People as a member of the site, you can go in and see, sort it by the most, recent activity, and then follow the most active people if you want to really kind of see what's going on in the groups and where people are making comments. So let's come over here to the Groups tab, and Groups is pretty cool. The way that groups work, members, these are member created groups. I do have a couple of groups. One of them is memes and one of them is fake news. However, these are member created groups, and we allow them to make the group that they want. We allow them to post what they want. We're not going to be censoring what people post. If other people come along and they want to verify the information, they can do that. That's up to them. This is your website, is what this part of Woke Patriots is. This is a place where you can come. I think that in the end, it's going to be wildly popular based on the fact that you can pretty much put what you want. Of course, we have restrictions. They aren't based on censorship. They're based on things like sexual content and so on and so forth is not allowed. Obviously, I think that would be that would kind of take things to another level. Members are responsible for controlling the content, and the members within their own groups. However, we do reserve the right to delete any sexual content that we see on there. And the reason for this is because although Woke Patriots is not designed for children, and we do state that you have to be 18 and over to be in here, that doesn't imply that we have adult content as far as nudity and things like that. So we do kind of try to keep a pretty tight leash on that. This is a section that we just added. It's a completely empty section. It's not something that anybody has partaken in yet. And literally just posted this. This is for events. And I put on here, rallies, speakers, holidays, voting, and protests. So one of the things that we kind of noticed a trend on Facebook was that on Facebook, groups were being told that if they post about their events and their rallies, that the group was going to be basically dissolved, and that they were going to shut the group down. And these are groups with, tens of thousands, I think tens of thousands in some of these groups of people that are just expressing their opinions on the shutdown, expressing their opinions on reopening our country. And one of the things that has kind of spawned from these groups is the organization of rallies. And here's the thing, this dates back to the Constitution, and this dates back to peaceful assembly and civil disobedience and things that our founding fathers encouraged us to do. So I'm a little bit surprised that on Facebook and Twitter and these places, that when you post an assembly, when you try to organize an event that is right-leaning, that's a conservative-based event, like a rally at the courthouse to open up your town, or a protest against a protest against the illegal arrest of a salon owner, or something like this, they are shutting it down. They're removing your post. They're doing that. So I wanted to answer that by creating this place where people could go and go directly into events, into their state, and they'll have to request us to add that state and add that town, which we can do very, very quickly. And give them a place where they can put their events and try to draw attention to that group and attention to that event. Everything on wokepatriots.com is shareable, okay? So if you're in a group, or you're in an event, or you're in your feed, or if you are posting something somewhere on this site, there will be a place that you can share it, and you click that share button and you can share it to a link. You can share it to Twitter, you can share it to Facebook, and it'll allow you to get the word out. And what it'll do is, when you share that link, if someone follows it, it'll bring them back to the post that you've made on Woke Patriots. And this is a great design, because no matter if Facebook takes down a post, no matter if Twitter censors a post, what's going to happen is the original source of your post is going to remain on wokepatriots.com. It's not going to be censored out, and you can simply go back and repost it, put a different description in, post the same link, and you're pretty much back up and running again. So it's a game between these guys. So the last thing I want to show you, we're going to come back over to the homepage for a second. Last couple of things I want to show you up here on the banner. Number one is search. So if there's any content on wokepatriots.com that you want to find, we've got several groups in there. We've got lots and lots of groups in there from different states and different genre of group. And there's a lot of information, a lot of posts, and a lot of comments. You can search that right here at the top in the search bar, and you will find what you're looking for pretty quick. The other thing is this bell right here at the top on the right. This bell right here is your notifications, the same as your feed. It'll show you anything that you're following, any site news, The next one is basically a pull down that you can visit your profile. We'll come over here. You can visit your account. You can visit your profile. You can edit your profile. You can log in, log out. That's what this whole section is here. This is my profile. This is what basically your profile page is going to look like. You can put a banner screen. You can put a picture of yourself here. I have the Woke Patriots logo. I don't really need to put my picture there because we want our brand to get out there. And when I make Twitter posts, when I make Facebook posts, I want our brand to get out there so people can recognize wokepatriots.com and know that a reminder. Oh yeah, Woke Patriots. We can get over there. We can post it there. This is a little blurb about the site, so you can put a description of yourself. You can add photos and even video here to your profile page. I just put a picture of my wonderful family, and so there is this menu right here that brings you to be able to log out and log in. So looks like there's some great information. Once you're logged out, or if you're new to the site and you've never logged into wokepatriots.com, you're going to see when you hit the home page, you're going to see all of the same stuff that you would see if you're a member. That's one of the cool things about the site. So of course, if you hit my feed, you're gonna hit a login page because you're not logged in. You don't have a feed. But what you can see is the home page, of course. You can see the Patriot feed, which is the news and the blog post that we have created ourselves. So you're able to see all that, go through all that. Most of these link to articles that we find very interesting and articles that we find very telling. Some of it is news about the site itself. Some of it is about upcoming things, and if we did a rollout, if we put up a video. One of the other things that you can do is you can go to groups. Now, if you're not signed into the site as a member and you hit the group page, really all you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to see that there are groups, okay? And you're not going to be able to enter into those groups as a poster. If I were to click on political memes, this is a group that I started. What the thing that's going to happen is you're going to be able to see that this group exists. You're going to be able to have some basic information. It just says whatever, and you can hit request to join. You don't have to go inside of the group in order to request to join. You can do it straight from the group list. So basically, to do that, you click on the groups tab, brings you back here, and over here on the right you can join. Okay, and that, my friends, is wokepatriots.com. We are super excited about this. It's still in its infancy. We've got tons of members that have come in, and we've got a lot of requests for features. We've got a lot of changes coming in the next months or years or whatever. I'm sure that this will morph into a lot more than it is now. But we feel that this is a great landing page for conservative thinking people that want truth, that are looking to get the real story, that are looking for content that's dynamic, content that is interesting, and content that is designed to expose the absurdity of the left and shine a light on where this fake news is and how to find it. We're going to be creating content. We have a YouTube channel that we're going to be posting videos on. However, fair warning, I'm new to being a YouTuber, and I am basically being told what to do and how to do it by editors and people that have a lot more control over it than I do. So you can watch the growth of our channel and how we're learning to do videos, And we really hope to see you there. I'm Rick Heyer. Get woke.